Ladies and gentlemen, bodies of water. It is day one in the big Zier house. I am Cassius, and my real name is Lee.
Wasn't
Every time.
expecting the
I
big
get him. I get him every time.
Right. I'm Carl, and I'll be playing Gracchus.
Dear one,
That's what I wanted.
in the
That's what I wanted.
ZR house.
Dear
Gracchus is
one,
in the
in the
bedroom.
ZR
I am the
house.
DM. The DM for the Shattered Lands.
Streets of
Mihre.
Mihre.
Dear 38.
Cassius and Gracchus are in the bedroom.
With Cassius and Gracchus are in the bedroom with Lord Solon ZR, who has had a murder attempt done on him. What are you guys doing?
Right, so the doctor was left now, right?
Yeah. How?
He's still in the room. Doctor's
Yeah.
still there.
Okay. How awake is Solon? Like, is he conscious enough to talk to, or is he still out of it?
He's drowsy.
Okay.
You could maybe, I don't know.
Only reason I was asking is if we need to fill him in on the plan. If he's still drowsy, I say we just go with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you fill
He's still
him
pretty
in.
drowsy.
Yeah, we can fill him in later on if we need to, but for now, he's not going to be with it enough to pay attention.
But also, Gracchus, our audience does not know the plan. We spoke about this in between.
I am sorry about that.
We spoke about this when we were talking about current events and also the plan of the next video.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Thank you, Dr. Carlos. So if you could do what I've asked and say that he will make a full recovery and will be about the estate imminently, that would be fantastic. But as I say, a few days in the bed. You have my word.
All right, that's all right. Is he going to stay here, or are we going to have to move him?
What would you suggest, sir?
Well, I don't know what your plan is.
if your plan is probably best he stays here, I can stay in the room with him. If anyone else tries to come in, they'll have to get through me. Moving him outside might raise questions as to what's going on if they then see him walking around the house.
Would it be good for him to stay in his bed and for a few days and rest?
Well, yeah, it would be good. Well, it'd be good for him to stay laying down for a while.
Well, Dr. Carlos, that is where I will stay.
All right. Still kind of doing the Big Brother guy voice. Supposed to be Welsh.
I heard it. Yeah, it was kind of North Wales.
All right.
Aberystwyth.
The Newcastle side of Wales.
Yeah.
The Geordie side.
Why, yeah.
All right. Anyway, you have a plan, it seems.
So he leaves.
Okay.
Well, Gracchus, I imagine you have understood my plan from what you just said to that doctor.
Well, it's pretty, considering what you were given by Charon, to then suggest that that Solon will be walking around quite comfortably now. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward idea.
So what I would like to do is enter not Lord Charon, Lord Zaire, and walk about the estate and see what happens. While I do that, I would like you to stay here. Should any attempts be made on me, hopefully I can, take out the person that is trying to take out Lord Zaire. Should there not be, someone may come and see his room. Now, when I went down with the host, I looked through the will. It had been recently changed because of the recent bereavement. Most of the money goes to the son, and some of it goes to the wife.
Okay.
There are also a number of contracts for the help here. The help also get a sizable, a nice amount of money from Lord Zaire should he pass away, and a guarantee of employment. The contracts that I also found had seen that they change on a monthly basis, which is today in a few hours, and they change today. Lord Zier's wife and his mother will be coming in by airship imminently, but I have told the host to keep them busy. This is where we are. I'm not sure how large this estate is, but I imagine I can make the rounds in an hour or two.
Interesting.
What did you get from the host?
I'm telling the truth. The emotions seem real.
Okay. So let's put her in the maybe pile.
Yeah, I wouldn't rule her out yet. The thing that's standing out right now, whoever planned this knew the contract's renewed today. Why else would he go next door? We were not meant to be here. They sent the invitation weeks ago. We hadn't arrived, so.
Actually, I found his timetable for the day. So I'm going to give that to Gracchus. From what I can see from the will, this is him. He's penciled us in here. This is different. It may be the host. Should he wake up, we can find out who that is. So I'm going to take my leave and walk around the estate and show that Lord Zier is alive and well. Should anyone not believe that, well, they have something waiting for them.
Make a perception check real quick, Cassius, on Mr. Zier.
Perception is so good for me. 23.
Okay, so judging by how he looks physically and his build, he is a tiny bit shorter than you, a little bit broader. So in terms of physical contact, you'll be able to probably get away with handshakes. But apart from that... Not hugs, no.
However,
they'll be passing through him.
This man has an air of formality about him. He's not a hugger.
Unlikely anyone's going to try and grab him.
Now, this is quite high risk, and when I was captured, I believe Mr. Raven, he tried to kill me, didn't he? Because I saw the other side, Gracchus. And they still speak to me. And it seems they can become part of me for a while. And I think I may need some assistance from the other side. In meta terms, ladies and gentlemen, bodies of water, Cassius is now a phantom from from what's her name?
What, new book?
Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. We have the phantom archetype of Cassius, which is fucking dope. If you want to be a utility character, use that, because you can get a skill or tool proficiency every day as long as you have a long rest or a short rest. It's brilliant. So that's what I'm going to do now.
All right.
So he sits down.
Who do you call upon?
He sits down and he closes his eyes and he goes into the realm. And he's looking for a performer, any kind of entertainer. He's just sort of walking through like the spirit realm.
You come to, so when you think about it, you think about who you want to see. Different things start rushing past you. So it's almost like sort of shadowy theatres with dancers on the stage, people playing music, busking, people on floating gondolas playing music, and gondolas that are on a body of water, it seems. So you see all these people, this sort of cacophony, but it harmonized cacophony of sounds and sights. Do you have anyone in mind?
What I would like is an actor.
Okay. So the moment you think actor, you go straight to a theatre with a sort of kind of puffed out chest, like very Shakespearean actor strutting about the stage, saying his lines with a very commanding voice and disappear into the character. And he catches your eye.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
My name is Cassius Valentine. I have found myself here, but still alive. Unfortunately, you have passed, but it seems you are still regaling this world as you did the last.
Indeed. They must be entertained.
Indeed they shall. I require your assistance in the living world.
In the art of performance.
Indeed.
Say no more. And he seems to merge with you. And you come back into
my ears out.
The bedroom. Your earphones fall out.
My ears just went.
And you feel a renewed kind of a sense of confidence in performing and being another person. What that means is he now has proficiency in performance.
Yes, I believe I can do this, Gracchus. This power is new, but I think it could work. Yes. I take the necklace, and I look at Lord Zia. I focus. Bang.
All right. Between blinks, Cassius Valentine goes from looking like Cassius Valentine to looking like Lord Solon-Zia.
Could you give me his voice again, Matt?
He was rather posh.
He was rather posh. Okay, yes. How does this sound, Gracchus?
From memory, Matt, sound close enough to me.
Solus-Zia. Solon-Zia. I am the lord of this estate, and I have made a full recovery.
Sounds good. Any question you could pass it off as a result of the attack and still not being 100%.
That's true.
Indeed.
It was in the throat.
Indeed, Mr. Fairbreaker. That is a very, very good insight to have, yes.
Well spotted.
So, the plan is I will make a tour of my estate. Should anyone find themselves upon my quarters, well, we know what to do.
I'm sure I can accommodate.
Very well.
All right. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was just going to say I'll take my leave.
Okay. You take your leave and begin walking the corridors. So you've not gone far out of the room before a young man turns the corner. You see the resemblance to Solon immediately. This is, it seems to be the son. Make an insight check on him.
$18.
Okay, so you see him, as he turns the corner, you catch a look of worry in his face. And when he sees you walking towards him, he seems. You get a sense of relief.
Petrov, my son.
You're alive.
I am.
You're alive. I can't believe it. They said you were choking. They said you were dying.
I did, my son. And it puts a lot of life into perspective. I am so sorry that we argued last night.
Then you thought about what I said. That's.
Would you like to say it again? While we have calm
At this
minds.
point.
Well, I'll go. While we have calm minds and calm tongues. Sit with me.
Nice. Okay. So at this point, I'd like you to make a performance check with advantage. Because your voice would be distorted.
This is such a good utility roll. 23.
Nice.
Phantom is so dope.
Yes, let's have a seat. Yeah, let's have a seat. You sit down. There are kind of couches.
Yeah.
Arrayed throughout the corridors, just in
The
case
rich
someone
man's
wants to
have
be
a
pensive.
bed.
You buy a lot of couches. That's what you do. So, listen. I know. I've been distant and everything, and I know I've not been. I mean, you seem to not have considered me quite the son you expected or perhaps wanted, but I haven't changed my mind. I want to strike out on my own. I want to be my own man. I don't want the responsibility of the business. I feel like it would tie me down here. And I know you built it up, and I know you built it up for me and for Kiali, but I don't think I can. I don't think I would be a good successor.
Why do you not think that, Petrov?
I have other desires, other passions that aren't a part of the world that you inhabit. And if I were to take over, I fear that I would put shame to all your hard work in building up the businesses you have and building up everything you've built.
Petrov, you are my only son. With that will weigh a heavy weight on your shoulders and a heavy weight on mine. All I have done is to continue the name of Ziyar. You are my only heir. While we fought last night, I am not a cruel man, I am not a callous man. But this is not a decision I can take lightly. I will not converse with you with forked tongues. I must think and you must think. Please do not make this decision rashly. You have these desires, you have these whims. Please try to understand where these come from, what you really want. As will I.
Make persuasion check.
That's one that I've already got. 26, which was a 19. Fuck's sake! No
wow.
20s.
Carl used up all the 20s.
He used up all the fucking 20s.
You're using up all the 19s.
Yeah.
All right, I think I can do that. I can consider it and think about it and just make sure,
Your life is long. Your life will be free. Your life will have many opportunities that others don't. Think carefully over the next few decades as what you would like to do with that. Your whims will still be there. The shattered lands will still be there. Think carefully. Think well.
I will. I'll think on it. Father, they said you were. I suppose with everything that's happened over the last few weeks, with the accidents that have threatened your life, and now this. They told me it was a poison, or that you were. It seemed like it was a poison.
I am not a doctor, Petrov. I know I am well. I know I can walk. I know I can talk to my only son. I will be fine.
Okay, good.
What do I always say?
Keep your chin up and don't let the world bite you.
Indeed, my son.
All right. I'll think on it. I'll think on it, and thank you for your patience with me.
Go with grace, my son. What is he, a fucking fucking priest now? Go with grace.
Namaste.
Namaste, motherfuckers.
to be fair, I was going in nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, but that works too.
He's not really sure what to do. He knows he should get. He wants. I don't know. He wants some kind of affection, I suppose.
I pass him. I take him on his shoulder and go. The world is yours if you want it, but it must be not taken rashly. Think on the son, and we will talk in the morning. And we will talk in a few days. We will talk in a few days, not in the morning. We will talk in a few days.
He does not hug you.
Mm-hmm.
But he pats your hand. He squeezes a little bit. He doesn't look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But he does squeeze a little bit, and then he moves away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you sweep around the house.
Mm-hmm.
The servants are ecstatic to see you on your feet. Make a perception check, I guess, to gauge the reactions of sort of various people.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So pretty much all of the servers, particularly the ones who saw Lord Ziar on the floor, they are very, very pleased, and a few of them almost burst into tears when they see that you're all right. You notice that none of them ask about money, even though it's their contract day. None of them ask about it. They're just happy to see that he's all right.
Yeah.
The attendant. We'll do the attendant actually. So the attendant looks at you. I think you see her close to so still on the top floor. So you go to the bottom floor and sweep around, then you come back up.
Yeah.
And you see her near another set of stairs, and she catches your eye, and she jumps. Make an insight check on her.
21.
Okay, so genuine surprise to see you up on your feet. My lord, I didn't. That was a good doctor. I didn't expect you to be up on your feet.
Dr. Carlos is one of the best in the tier.
I shall give Molly a raise.
Indeed, you should.
Well, how are you feeling?
A little weary, a little tired, but my wife and her mother are inbound, I'm sure. They've arrived? Or?
They're a little overdue, but it's typical. They tend to be later than they say they'll be.
Of course. Now, if you could give me some time to come back to my senses, it would be appreciated.
Of course. Make me a performance check again. This is a new person.
It is indeed. 17.
Was that with advantage?
It was not.
With advantage.
And that was a 17 also, Matt, because this is a electronic dice roller, which is balls.
All right. So you, she frowns a little bit at the, in fact, hang on. Ooh. So she frowns a little bit at the sound of your voice. So you sound a bit, just a little bit.
The doctor told me it was a corrosive substance that was that I consumed.
Indeed. Yes, you don't seem quite yourself. So yes, I wonder maybe it's a little premature to be up on your feet. Perhaps we should retire to the chamber.
I will when I'm ready. I appreciate your concern, but I will when I'm ready.
Persuasion.
27. Hang on. That's a nat. I know the sevens, so I was like, haha.
All right. Certainly, if you say so, my lord, if you say so.
I shan't be long.
All right. Okay. I think they'll be here shortly. I think.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. But very well. Get well. Be well soon, and if you need anything at all.
Of course.
Well, of course, I'm at your service. I'm your servant.
You're more than the servant. I hope you know that.
That's kind of you to say, my lord. Is any more that you would like to know, or?
I will make my rounds of the estate and I will retire to my room. Thank you very much.
Make another insight check on her.
I want to, because that was That was a sharp tongue there. 17.
Okay, so. Okay, so when you said you're more than a servant, that took her aback a little bit, and you sensed that she wanted to tell you something, but she decided against it.
I can't remember her name. What's her name?
Mihre.
Mihre.
Yes, my lord.
You were thinking of something to say there.
It's was I it's probably, I mean, it's nothing really.
It didn't seem nothing in your mind. Please, Mihre.
I heard the argument you had with Petrov.
Yes, with Petrov. Yes.
I wondered what you were arguing about. If it's not too.
The direction of this family, Mihre. I am of one generation, he is of another. Those generations clash.
I see. Okay.
All is well. All is well.
All right. All right. But you don't think he could have...
I don't quite know anymore, Mihre.
I hope he didn't. I don't think he would, but...
As do I. As do I.
I should get back to my duties.
Of course. Thank you, Mihre.
All right. As you move away from her, she does go about her duties a little bit. I'm going to make a perception check, actually.
Let's make a perception check. 24.
Right. So, as you're walking away, you note that she doesn't seem to go back to her duties. She seems to walk past the master bedroom in the direction of where the sun went, where Petrov went.
Have I done my round now?
You've basically done your round now, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to enter the room and turn it off and then go, I'll be back, Ruckus. And I'm going to tell her stealthily.
All right. Okay, so tail her stealthily. Roll stealth.
Yes. I will roll stealth like a motherfucker. And that is a 25.
Okay, so you pad along the corridor swiftly and quietly. Listen, you can hear her footsteps ahead. You hear her talking, and you hear her talking with Petrov.
Nix, go.
Yes, Mr. Valentine. So, Nix flits out, takes the path of the corridors. They're speaking behind a closed door. Now, can Nix go through the keyhole or something like that?
He's a tiny creature. I can sense through, I can speak through, sense through, and telepathically communicate with him. If he can hear, I can hear.
Okay. I'm going to say he can go through the keyhole then.
Okay.
So he... Hira and Petrov are
P.S. He's
So they-
invisible. He's gone
Yeah.
invisible, of course.
So yeah, Hera and Petrov are talking.
Mhm.
Make an insight check.
I am going to say that I don't actually have to do that because sprites are very interesting. So
I think you'll find sprites are very interesting.
I think you'll find that they can actually do a very special thing when understanding insight, actually.
Oh, very good.
As far as I'm aware, like, again, this is another, like, Cass is such a utility-based character. Heart sight. The sprite touches a creature and magically knows the creature's current emotional state. If the target fails a DC 10 Charisma saving throw, Charisma also knows the creature's alignment. I don't need to know the alignment, but I'd like to touch them first and see what's going on.
Okay, so their conversation. So she is.
What's going on? Yeah,
She's kind of trying to feel him out a little bit. It seems. Like she wants to make sure that he didn't do anything rash, basically.
Okay, and what is she saying?
And I'm kind of relaying the conversation rather than saying it for brevity. He wants to know pretty much exactly what happened in the study. She obviously doesn't know everything, but she knows basically what was happening. And that it seems to have been an attempt on his life, and they are both very, very worried. They're worried. So with the heart sight, they're not worried about. They're a little bit worried about each other. They're more worried about. They're also so. She's also talking about the argument that they had the night before, and she wants to know. She wants to know if she was mentioned at all. And the reason for that is with the heart sight, you can see that those two are very much having some kind of affair. I was going to do it more delicately than that.
I'm not.
They're having some kind of. They're
bumping uglies,
secret.
Matt.
They're secret lovers.
They're bumping uglies.
It's slightly more than that. Like he's
they're in
very.
Love.
They're very. He's very infatuated with her, and she with him.
Okay.
Hey,
And,
to walk away from the family, apparently.
Right, and he's concerned.
This is taboo.
Yeah, there is concern about that. Quite large concern about that. They as the conversation starts winding down a bit, they steal a quick kiss. It's very passionate. Mr. Valentine, do I have to stay?
Yeah. Leave them be.
Okay, good. And Nyx straight out through the keyhole and back to you. And on that, we'll finish there. Ladies and gentlemen, bodies of water.
Here we are. Part 4 of... Do we have anything yet?
No.
We
Very matter of fact.
we have nothing.
Part 4 of episode as yet untitled. But it will be titled when you get to see it.
Yeah, indeed. But until then, like, share, comment, subscribe. By now, it's 2021. You made it through 2020. Well done, you. Great. And
comment below on how you dealt with the robot zombie apocalypse that happened on New Year's Eve.
Exactly. Oh my God. Isn't that amazing?
I'm shocked we're still here. I'm genuinely shocked we're still here.
I've got robot legs right now.
I've got a robot arm.
I mean, you always were naked from the waist down, man. Now you're just fleshless from the waist down.
Now I can't wear trousers, so I'm always naked from the waist down.
I've got the bug. I've got the arm bug.
Oh, wait, it's stuck on chicken wing mode.
Every fucking time. Right. Well, I've got to sort this out, ladies and gentlemen, bodies of water. Enjoy the robot zombie uprising, and all hail our new overlords. Until then, all hail Terminator. Bye.